All right, good morning or good afternoon, P3. This is the Health and PE. We are in the Health in Action book. Go to page 48, okay? Today, we're going to be talking about sexual harassment and how to avoid it. Sexual harassment is when someone does something to you that you don't like, or they say something to you. They can touch you or say something that you don't like. This can be sexual harassment. This means sexual harassment is any action, any action related to unwanted or inappropriate hugging, touching of someone's body, or inappropriate sexual comments. So this means anybody that's touched you and you don't like it, that's sexual harassment, okay? Or if someone says something to you, like, oh, you're ugly or something, this can be sexual harassment too. When they say something to you that's inappropriate, that means it's not nice, okay? And this can make you feel or have, it can cause physical or emotional harm to the person being sexually harassed. So if someone does something to you like this, it can make you or feel physically or emotionally harmed, okay? You don't feel good, you don't like it. This is sexual harassment, okay? So let's go down. I'm going to show you how can sexual harassment be avoided, okay? So that means how can we avoid it? So if someone does something to you, what should you do to get out of that situation? So first, we're going to show you what can lead to sexual harassment, okay? I'm going to show you. So these are behaviors which can lead to sexual harassment, which means these things make people want to do the bad things, okay? So these are things that you shouldn't do. Number one, dressing inappropriate means provocatively or inappropriate for females, for the girls. This could include wearing short skirts and low-cut tops. So, if you dress for inappropriate, immodestly, provocatively, or inappropriately for the girls, this means include wearing short skirts and low-cut tops. So, you don't want to wear the short skirt and the low-cut top shirt. You see here, there's different ways to dress. She has the low-cut, she has the pants. She has the crop top. You don't want to wear that. Number two, talking or accepting invitations from strangers. Don't do this. Talking to or accepting invitations from strangers. So this can lead to sexual harassment. So you don't want to do this. Number three, spending time secretly with a person of the opposite sex. This means if you're a boy, you're spending time with a girl alone, or if you're a girl, you're spending time with a boy alone. So you don't want to do this. Number four, spending time in a deserted area alone. Spending time in a deserted place alone. This means you are somewhere where no one's at by yourself. You don't want to be there by yourself because there's no one there to help you. Deserted means no one is around to help. No teachers, no parents, no adults. Okay, so you don't want to be somewhere alone. Number 5. Having friends who are a bad influence. Having friends who are a bad influence. This means your friends tell you to do something bad and they want you to do it. Oh, you should go do this and steal the candy. Or you should drink this, or you should do this. That's bad influence. They're telling you to do bad things. That's not good. So you don't want to be friends with someone that makes you do bad things. 6. Having alcoholic drinks and drugs. You don't want to do this, which can cause you to be less cautious. So you don't want to drink alcohol and you don't want to do drugs, because this is not good for your brain. It makes you think not good, okay? So you don't want to have this. So this can lead to sexual harassment. These are things you don't want to do. Now, an adult or another child offers a reward to a child in return for a sexual favor. You don't want to do this. An adult or a child using force or violence to imitate a child into sexual offers. If they're trying to make you, if someone grabs you and tries to make you do something, you should run away. Okay? Let's go to the next page. So, how can we avoid sexual harassment? These are things that you should do. 1, dress politely. So that means if you're a girl, you wear the dress and you wear the long sleeve. If you're a boy, you wear the pants too, right? So you dress politely and appropriately for your occasion and for your gender. Okay? Number 2, do not accept gifts or invitations from strangers. Say, no thank you, I don't want it. If a stranger comes to you and says, oh, I have candy, do you want some? And you're by yourself, run away, say no. So, reject them politely. Say no thank you, no, and just run. 3, do not spend time alone in a deserted place. So don't spend time by yourself in a place alone where no one is. Number 4, do not read or watch pornography. Okay? Number 5, do not spend time alone in a room with a member of the opposite sex. So, do not spend time in a room with a boy if you're a girl. And if you're a girl, don't spend time with a boy alone, okay? Let's go down. Number 6, do not take any kinds of addictive drugs or alcohol drinks. So do not take drugs or alcohol drinks. This is bad. Do not do it. Number 7, avoid being touched. So avoid being touched. Don't let someone touch you or embraced by strangers. So if a stranger tries to touch you, don't let them. Run and say no. If someone tries to touch you, tell your parents. If someone tries to touch you, tell your parents, guardian, or teacher Okay? So in the picture here, you're going to see how to avoid being sexually harassed. So you see here, speak with your parents if someone knows you have a problem. So you talk to your parents about if someone trying to touch you or says something to you, talk to your parents. Dress politely. You see how they dress? They're dressing nice, okay? Let's go to the next page. Page 50. So we have, this is activity 1. We're going to start. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3, okay? So we're going to read the situations, and then we're going to answer the questions. So situation 1. Pupe wore shorts to go out at night and waited for the bus alone in a quiet and deserted place. Okay? Number 2, Christine wore a long skirt and t-shirt to an amusement park with her friends on the weekend. Number 3, a man was walking by the bus stop. He saw a girl and asked, "Are you by yourself? Do you want to go out with me?" The girl replied, the girl said, "I am not going with you. My father is coming." Number 4, a man was walking by the bus stop. He saw a girl and asked, "Are you by yourself? Do you want to go out with me?" The girl replied, "Yes, I would love to go." So now we're going to read the question, and we're going to see which one is the answer, okay? Okay. Which situation might lead to being sexually harassed? You can choose more than one answer. So which situation would make someone be sexually harassed? Would it be 1, 2, 3, or 4? Number 1, she wore the shorts and she went out at night alone. This is not good. So we say this can lead to sexual harassment. Number 2, Christine wore a long skirt and went to the amusement park with her friends. That's okay. Number 3, the man, he asked the girl, "Are you alone?" She said, "I'm going home. I'm not going with you. My father is coming." Number 4, the man asked the girl, "Do you want to go with me?" She said, "Yes, I would love to go." This is not good. So we say situation 4. These can make sexual harassment happen, okay? Now we'll do number 2. Okay. How should you behave to avoid sexual harassment? You can choose more than one. How do you behave to avoid? So number 1, Dress appropriately and avoid being in a quiet and deserted place. Yes, this is good. Dress appropriately and be in a quiet and deserted place. No, you don't want to be in a quiet and deserted place. Don't go out with a stranger. Yes, don't do that. Spend time in a private with a stranger. No, we don't do that. Okay? So let's go to page 51. Okay, so we'll look at the boxes and which behavior will cause sexual harassment. Number 1, walk in a deserted place alone. That's not good. So this will cause sexual harassment. Look after yourself. That's good. Watch pornography with your friends. That's not good. Play a musical instrument in sports in your free time. That's good. Wear a tank top and short skirt and go out at night. That's not good. Show interest in the opposite sex openly. This is not good either. Drink alcohol when going out at night. No. Spend time privately with a member of the opposite sex. No. Don't spend time privately with the opposite sex. This is good. So the ones that you check are things that can lead to sexual harassment. You don't want to do these things. Okay? Let's go to the bottom of the page. Okay, now read the situation here and answer the question. While walking alone in a deserted place, a stranger came by. In the situation above, a risky situation, why? Yes, because it can lead to being sexually harassed. No, because walking home alone is normal. Which one is it? Yes, because it could lead to being sexually harassed. Okay, let's go to page 52. Okay, how would you prevent yourself from being sexually harassed if you were in that situation? If you were walking home alone, what can you do to help yourself? Talk to the stranger, or be aware, don't trust, and avoid the stranger. You want to be aware and don't talk to them. Maybe run away. If you deal with the situation correctly, how might it affect you? Being sexually harassed, or be safe from sexual harassment? Be safe from sexual harassment. How would you reject a stranger if he came up to you and invited you to go out? If he said, "Do you want to go with me?" what would you do? I would say no and run away. Say no and run away. Okay, so that's it for today. Next, we're going to have a test, okay? So do this and thank you.